up, guys? So I'm just gonna jump right in. I have been editing this video like crazy. I originally was going to talk through the video and not use a voiceover, but totally decided to just do a voiceover instead and not talk through the video. So a lot of this is just kind of me talking and then trying to edit and cut it down so that we don't run over like way too much time. Um, yeah, so um, at this point, I'm going to be using all drugstore makeup. I am using the Revlon Color Stay Brow Pencil, and that is in the color brown. Okay, so at this point, I'm pretty happy with the way that my eyebrows look, and now I'm going to go in and fill in my eyelid area there, as you can see, with concealer. I am going to do the whole eyelid, and I am going to cover all the way up to my eyebrows. I am using Maybelline's Fit Me concealer. This one was, I believe, in the color Cafe. I always use concealer that is a shade to 2 shades lighter than my actual skin. So I am going to go ahead and cover my eyelid with that now. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, but my concealer started to spread over my eyelid after I was using a wet sponge, and I just did not like the way that it looked. So I decided to instead just put a little bit more on, as you can see right here, and use instead my concealer brush to actually blend and make it more smooth looking instead of blotchy as it was looking. I am not a professional. I just love makeup. So this is not a tutorial, just a video. You guys, I literally talked so much during this video. I tried to shorten it up as much as possible. As you can see, I was being so weird and so goofy since this is my first video. I don't know, I was just being so extra. So anywho, I am on to the eyeshadow now. This is also a CVS pharmacy product, either CVS or Walgreens, either one. But I'm using the eyeshadow palette called Gilded Nudes. Again, I was trying to go for a nude look, but ended up going more soft glam, whatever look at the end. Okay, so I am also going to be using the color People Watching to blend into my eyelid. Okay, I literally like was blending the mess out of this eyeshadow. I just wanted it to be like smooth as possible. Like if I thought I was done blending, I still blended it a little bit more. So it's pretty much what this is. At this point, I started to blend in a second color of this. I believe this was Do Not Disturb on that palette. So it's just a little darker than the first color that I used. So I'm just rubbing that into my crease and up a little bit by my brow bone. So I decided here to add like a brighter pink color to the inner crease of my eye. I like to add like lighter colors on top of darker colors on top of like creamy colors just to give it like a night shadow kind of effect. I am using a more shimmery kind of color for like the outer lids to kind of blend in towards the inner lids in the middle of the crease. So just pretty much blending all three of those colors in. Alright, so this is where I decided to do like a light shadow on the eyelid part. So just like a dusty, chalky, lighter color on my eyelid. Around this time, I actually had to like cut the camera off after I finished my lid and do my eyeliner because I cannot do the eyeliner to save my life. A winged liner is like the devil to me. So I cannot do it. So I do that. And then I also put mascara onto my lashes because that's going to cover up underneath my false lashes. The mascara basically just darkens your lashes from the eyeshadow that you use, especially if you use a light colored. Okay, so next up was my lashes. Everyone has their own preference of how they do lashes. I did do my lashes off camera because it was just harder for me to do it on camera. These did come from my local beauty supply store, and yeah, they're pretty cute. Oh, it's already starting to look so gorgeous. So just imagine how this whole video went with me talking and like doing my makeup. Like I literally just talked to myself the whole time. Loved it. All right, so at this point I started going in with my foundation. I did mix two colors together. It was, I believe, the Revlon Photo Ready foundation. I did use two colors mixed together. I can't remember what the colors were, but reason being is because I do have a mixture of a yellow undertone as well as an orange undertone, and sometimes it's really hard to match. So I am oftentimes mixing two foundations to get my match. So I'm just blending and blending in the foundation, and I blended it so much around my forehead that I had to just fix my eyebrows a little bit. And that's what I'm just doing there, just fixing the blend that I did there. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer for underneath my eyes for a nice highlight. And then I'm also blending that in and blurring that in with the same foundation brush that I was using. The Black Radiance setting powder, the loose setting powder. And when they say loose setting powder, they literally mean loose. That thing is, you have to like really be careful with that because it's going to get everywhere. It's powder, obviously, but it gets everywhere. This is the way that I highlight and contour my face. I do like a lighter concealer, down my T section, up around like sprouting flower pretty much on my forehead. I'm still fairly new at contouring and highlighting, so do not quote me on any of this. Again, I'm just enjoying doing my makeup pretty much. This is pretty much the contouring part. I am using something from my local beauty supply. It was a little contouring like palette that had a highlight with it as well. And I'm basically just going down the sides of my jawline, around the outer edge of my forehead, down the sides of my nose, and then of course my cheekbone area. My high cheekbone area. Okay, so this is where I use the L'Oreal True Match powder. I just basically knock off the rest of the setting powder and blend in the rest of my other powders on my face with that as well. Don't mind my hair. I just pretty much threw it in a ponytail and just left it be. I am using the Revlon highlight stick. I use it on my cheekbone areas because I have high cheekbones. When I smile, you can see like the highlight on my high cheekbones. I also use it underneath my brow, on the bottom, like at the edge, and also on top on the inner corner, just to highlight those key points pretty much. Okay, so after I blend all of that in, then I move on to my lip area where I just do like a brown lip liner with clear lip gloss, my favorite go-to thing when I want to do something with like lips. I'm now going to use the LA Colors Finish matte spray, which obviously is not like, the high class matte spray, but it gets the job done and it looks really nice and it gives such a nice finish. If you can see, it looks really, really nice. I decided then to go underneath my eye with the brown color and just kind of dab it a little bit to kind of make it more bronzy at that point. This is where I go ahead and get this wig back on and popping, get it combed, get it straightened, and bam, there she is. She is looking fabulous. Again, I'm not a professional makeup artist. I just love doing makeup and I love looking good. And I hope you guys come back to my YouTube channel and please subscribe. Thanks. See you guys later.